It does not have to be a new year, a new you. It just has to be a healthier you in the new year, you guys. Make sure you check down below in the description box where you can find the links to TLC products, including the ISOT, the NutriBurst, the Life Drops, the Resolution Drops. There's just so many things there to help you in burning fat and staying healthy. There's even the new Immune Tea, which I'm going to order. So I can't wait to try that. And I hope they get the sea moss back. But I do love the sea moss from Mint and Ocean. I'm sorry, it's supposed to be a commercial. Yes, okay? Get those TLC products from me. And do not forget that my biggest life change has been through Kiara LASHAE, Team LASHAE, ifyoucanmove.com. You guys get cute little outfits from Peja and Amari. You also check out Just Move Supplements because she is helping us with the energy. Okay, this is the energy supplement. Love it. Okay, just got my protein. Gonna get me some after I work out. So yeah, y'all, down below in the description box, support. So you guys are always asking me where I get my glasses from. So I thought I would finally give y'all a real little ad, okay? Firmoo, I can't see, bitch. Okay, I'm just playing. I'm just joking. These are my new Firmoo glasses here. Super cute, right? They are prescription because I'm like totally blind. And I got these matte ones that I think are really dope. And I felt like they would go good with the fact that I no longer have hair. You know what I'm saying? But either way, you guys can use my link and give me credit and get you some glasses from Firmoo. Come on in. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and we are back, y'all. We are back for another Bondy Blue show, the reality show edition. Okay. And listen, y'all, we got 4 shows to get through today. So I hope everybody got their snacks. I hope if you are in transit, you comfortable, you got your earphones and you ready. Okay, you ready to find out what happened on Growing Up Hip Hop, Married to Medicine, Black and Crew, and VH1 Couples Retreat? From my standpoint, how I felt about the bullshit that all went down. Are you ready? Let me know. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Child, when I tell y'all I was rushing back from getting my feet done, child, I was rushing back from getting my feet done so I can come in here and talk to y'all about what all transpired, what all went down. And as Roxanne would say, who drop kicked who? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put these screenshots up to let y'all know we about to start this shit off. Okay, we're going to start with Growing Up Hip Hop. All right. I have notes. Let me see if I can pull my notes up. Okay, hold up, y'all. Give me a second. There are notes for Growing Up Hip Hop, but they are not on my computer, so I need to email them to myself. I thought I was prepared. It looks like I am not. I'm ashamed. I'm so very sorry. Y'all, often I feel like, damn it, I hate to make them wait. But a lot of the time, y'all be in here 15 minutes into the video talking about, am I late? What did I miss? So you know what? It's okay. It's okay. All right. We're going to give y'all a moment to come into the room. Okay. We're going to give y'all a moment. We're going to give me a moment. Okay. I'm waiting for the 200. That's what I'm waiting on. Give me the 200. Give me the 200 because I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers, and I guess I haven't been saying it enough because I turn around and I've been at 86 for I don't know how long. All right, y'all. So let's start it off. Y'all, pepper works on my nerves. If it were not for the fact that when I tell you I love me some salt and pepper, and then come to find out they didn't even write their own music. Oh, frontin' ass bitches. Okay, I'm sorry. I hate to refer to the greats in such a devious manner, but y'all didn't write that shit. Front ass bitch. Front ass bitch. If we're gonna be calling out Cardi B for not writing shit, then we need to call out the greats for not writing theirs. Salt and Pepper's back. And we came to out-rap you, so get out my face. Before I smack you, ho, don't you know? Can't you understand? If you mess with me, I'll take your man. They didn't write that. Pepper didn't write this. Thank you, Anika Jennings, for the birthday money. Thank you. Well, I'll take your man right out the box. Put him under my padlock. So when you see us together chilling in place, go walking and sporting him in your face. Go ahead, roll your eyes, suck your teeth. Keep huffing and puffing like a dog in heat. You can call me a crook, a robber, a thief, but I'll be your butcher if you got beef. You know what's up? I ain't no poop up. Yo, Pepper gets dumb on young bucks like you and the rest of your crew. If moms want static, I'll diss her too. So scram. You know who I am. Damn bitch. Don't play me close because I'll take your man. Okay? I had to break it down for y'all. I wanted y'all to hear the lyrics of the song. Okay? So I just want y'all to know that Pepper comes from very ignorant beginnings. Okay? Very ignorant beginnings. So now that she's ignorant in her elder life, looking like a fucking Muppet baby, missing a nose, look like she can't breathe, body all discontorted and not what we thought it was. We thought the bitch was solid. In the 90s, I thought Pepper was solid. I was just like, oh, she looked like she could like kick a tree. I love a bitch that looked like she could kick a tree. Y'all know on the What a Man video, Pepper was giving us everything. Okay, she was giving us tall and sexy. She was giving us, you know, like real rambunctious, like Jamaican, like, you know, blood clot and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Type of bitch that'll attack you with her legs and then have sex with you. Like that's the vibe that Pepper gave in the 90s. Okay, Amazon. Yes, thank you, Disney Lover 06. But now look at her. Now look at her. Her knees look like they're barely holding everything together. Poor knees. Those poor knees. Poor. I feel bad for them. I'm just saying. Like them poor knees look like they struggling to hold up the surgery she has added to her ass. Okay? She came downstairs to her party completely confused and befuddled. Okay, why is everybody all upset? Y'all, Tyran was there. I was like, oh, hey, Tyran. I like Tyran, okay? Then Sam was in the background lurking like the true creeper that he is. Creep, 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 creep. He's a creep, okay? Somehow he thinks he's proving something. You ain't proved nothing to nobody, nigga. You're still as lame as you ever were, okay? Thank you so much, Precious Girl 2010, for the super chat. I appreciate you, love. Happy early birthday to you as well. Okay, you better be my birthday twin, birthday twin, birthday twin. You better be my birthday twin. Okay, listen. Y'all know if I'm in a good mood, I'll make a song to anything, motherfucker. Okay, get ready. But yeah, Sam Lurkin has improved not a goddamn thing. Here's the thing, Sam. Sam, you want to be seen so bad. You want attention so bad, Samuel, and nobody wants to give it to you. Because you work on our nerves. You're lame as fuck. You're a user. And here's the thing. Most people think that as beautiful as Egypt is, if her and her family were not who they are, you would not be interested in her. You would probably be on the boulevard somewhere getting banged out for $50 a pop by some old guy in the back of a Buick. That's unfortunate, but it feels like the life story of a young man like Sam. Okay, out here sexually fluid, rolling with the homies. Nothing wrong with it. Okay, but it definitely feels like to everybody that's on this show, besides Pepper and her family, that Sam is using Egypt as a way to get on. But you know what's so funny? The Lord don't like ugly because it's not working. When your OnlyFans is only hitting $3,500 and you're on WeTV on Thursday nights, bitch, that is upsetting. That is sad. That is a showcasing of how you aren't as dope as you think. Okay, sorry, just a little bit in my spirit feels like Sam thinks he's doper than he really is. That's all. But yes, y'all, moving along. TT is trying on dresses and shit. Her mother-in-law and sister-in-law come in, beautiful dress modeling, looking straight into the camera, freaking me the hell out. Thank you, Keisha Bellamy, for the super chat. Happy birthday, Eve, y'all. I'm excited. I cannot wait to get my patio furniture tomorrow. It's gonna be really cute. Y'all know I'm gonna have y'all gonna see. I'm gonna either post, it's gonna be in the stories. I might go live, child. If the Wi-Fi is working great and we can get the lighting appropriate, child, I'm gonna show y'all what's going on back here tomorrow when we get our sectional and put down the rug that I bought and lay down the lanterns if they get here on time from Amazon. So look up for my patio, birthday evening being real litty. Okay, we going to a nice restaurant, one of my favorite nice restaurants. So I'm probably going to be drunk. So maybe look for me. Okay, members only birthday party. Listen, I thought about it, and that's probably what I'll do. For all my members and Patreon, so that y'all know y'all special that evening when I come back from dinner. So that'll probably be like around maybe 10 o'clock. 9:30, 9:45, 10 o'clock, around that time, I'll get on YouTube live, and then I'll send the link to my members and my Patreons. Okay. And we'll have a good time. All right. We'll do it like that. Thank you, Adriana Davis. Thank you. Yeah, I love y'all. So yes, y'all, beautiful dress modeling, beautiful gowns from TT. Y'all, is TT bleaching her skin or I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna let it go. But there are a lot of island Black women who I notice, because they were colonized by the British. They're very Eurocentric in the way they dress and showcase themselves. And you look at older pictures and people are more tan and brown and look like they've been in the sun. And now you look at them on the show and they're beating themselves with concealer for dear God. As if they think if they conceal themselves half to death, then all of a sudden they might be white. I don't know, but it feels that way. TT gets emotional. It's an emotional moment. Oh my God. Her half sister has to bring up Egypt. For what? For why? The producers. We know. It doesn't matter. Either you're going to have a conversation with her or not. Or not. Okay? I feel like they should have a conversation, but if TT doesn't want to talk to Egypt because she knows Egypt is going to act a fucking fool, especially because Egypt is always going to bring Sam with her, as if he's the tampon you can't leave home without. You never know what might go down. Like she's gone in the head. I'm wondering if Sam is good at fucking. Now, I don't know how many people Egypt could have possibly fucked at this point because she's young, but something makes me feel like Sam has fucked enough people to be ignorant about the dickage, because that's the only reason I could think of for why you would be carrying on with this nigga in such a way. I'm just saying, like, he's exhausting. Moving along. So at some point, Pepper text twists, and we're going to get back to that, okay? Because I don't want to talk about that right now. That's not in the lineup of the screenshots, okay? But that was the point in which the text happened. Tretch talks to Tyran, okay? Tyran opened a martial arts school, which is amazing. I didn't realize that Tretch and Tyran weren't biological, but it doesn't even matter. The fact that Tretch has invested and supported Tyran in such a manner, it really makes all of his crazy ass behavior forgiving, to tell you the truth. But Tyran feels the need to tell Tretch about what's going on between JoJo and Sam because the families are so cool and everything. I'm just kind of like, I wish y'all would stop trying to sell it to us. We're not buying it. Okay, y'all might know each other, but y'all ain't friends. Okay, and your kids ain't friends. Okay, your kids are hanging around each other for the sake of a check and keeping y'all's last names out here relevant and in the media. So if ever you want to come back and do something, the fan base, young and old, is there. Okay, it's really smart, especially when you think about the way JoJo, Angela, Vanessa, carry themselves. They carry themselves in a way that aids to their family's name, doesn't necessarily take away from it, like Sam does, taking away from Pepper. Pepper does it to herself. Pepper and Salt did it to themselves, as far as I'm concerned. But Sam does not make it any better for Pepper. He definitely makes her look even more crazy. And we already look at her like, this bitch is crazy. But she comes off even more that way when she's trying to defend him all the time, sometimes unnecessarily so. Thank you, Kendra, for the super sticker. I appreciate you, love. Okay. All right. Thank you. We appreciate you. Hey, Saki, thank you for coming through, love. You know I appreciate you. Church talks about the beef between Tupac and Biggie as some type of, I don't know, like, is that supposed to be comparable to what's going on between JoJo and Sam? Tupac and Biggie, like JoJo and Sam? That shit is a stretch, a reach. But I understand what he means, okay? Beef between people who should be cool can, lead to a negative space. It can make things bad for everybody. It's just all the ways around negative energy that nobody needs surrounding them and their family or their business ventures or whatever the fuck they got going on. Okay, so yes, I understand where Tretch is coming from, but I also feel like we've also seen Tretch turn up on Brianna when it really didn't have, it didn't have to be all that. We've seen Tretch turn up to defend Sam on some bullshit. So I'm kind of looking at Tretch like, yeah, nigga, whatever. Okay, because when you get into the room, all of a sudden your ass is wilding and popping off and shit and doing the same shit that Sam does. And I'll keep telling y'all that I believe the reason why Tretch and Pepper are okay with the relationship between Egypt and Sam is because they were just as toxic and crazy, if not more. Their level of fucked up is real low. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't, not that much is fucked up to them because they've already done it. Pepper has already been controlled by a crazy nigga in a relationship. Tretch has been a crazy nigga in a relationship. Do you really think they're going to look at Sam in Egypt and be like, oh my God, I don't want my daughter to go down this? No. The lesson was never learned. So Pepper probably sees herself in Egypt and Tretch probably sees himself in Sam, especially because Sam is always selling that bullshit about how, oh, I struggled growing up and because I'm not rich, nobody likes me. Wham. That's not why. That's not why. Okay? It's not why. Just saying. I don't care what you're talking about. It's not why. Okay? And we're gonna move on to what are we moving on to? Let me see. What's next in my notes? Angela and her boyfriend. Yes. Okay. So Angela and her new boyfriend, the boxer, who, from what I understand, they're not even together at this point anymore. So we're not going to waste too much time talking about them. But I'm going to reference once again how Vanessa and TT are low-key doing the most. Angela is a grown-ass woman with a child. She does not need two women who are not that far away from her age range to be worrying about whether she's making good decisions as far as her relationship is concerned. If she wants to fuck a boxer for 6 months, that's her business. Y'all are way too worried. Y'all are way too interested. What's going on with you, Vanessa? Who are you dating? How about we talk about that? TT, what's going on with you and this white man that came out of nowhere? Can we talk about that? What's up with that? Y'all, the wind just came and opened my garage door. Give me a moment. I'm sorry. Lyrics gone. And I'm back. Okay. So Vanessa also expresses during this photo shoot situation that she and Angela have going on, because there's always a photo shoot for whatever reason. But she mentions that she feels a way about the fact that she's probably like one of the only people in the family that has not met the boxer boyfriend. And, I get it, but it's a pandemic. The relationship was 5 minutes long. Like, once again. Okay. Just doing a lot. She also is moving down to Miami with him while he's training for a fight. She says she's always wanted to live in Miami. Here's the thing. Angela Simmons is rich. If Angela Simmons wants to move to Miami for a minute because of a dude, she can do that. She's not trapped. She's not like moving her whole business in life, really. She's getting another property in another state and or city. And she has the money to do that and keep her life in another place as well as her business. So her moving for a man is not the same thing as, you know, broke bitches like myself moving for a man. Okay. Ultimately, my situation not even the same because I can do what I do wherever I'm at, really. I really can. As long as there's Wi-Fi, Bondi goes up. Okay, so I really don't even need to stay in one specific place either, but it's just still you would have to pick up and move. I would have to do something with this home. I couldn't just leave it to sit here. You know what I'm saying? Angela can leave her house to sit there. You know what I'm saying? They have money. Okay, so I just kind of feel like it's a different situation and people are making it a bigger deal than what it really is. I'm glad that Vanessa lost her little weight and she feeling better about herself, but I just want her to get some business. That is all. Moving on, you guys. So Brianna goes to see TT and her little baby, and it's adorable. Okay, it's really, really adorable. She's stressed out and sleep deprived. She expresses how upset she was when someone thought her baby was the nanny's baby because baby is Caucasian. The baby is half white. So the baby looks extremely Caucasian at this point in its life. If you look closely, you can see TT. But you know, it's like a white baby from right here. Okay. So someone thought the baby was the nanny's baby because the nanny looks like Latino, which is, you know, white Latino, same difference. Okay. So if the baby looks slightly otherish, but still kind of white, you know, you would assume it was the nanny's baby. Why are you offended? Why are you offended? I didn't understand why she was upset about that and why she thinks that people knowing you having the same last name as the baby is going to like change that. If people see you walking down the street, they still may confuse you for the nanny because you're the black woman with the white baby and we live in America. True tea. True tea. Okay. And here's another thing. Don't get pregnant for a white boy if you don't understand what it all entails to possibly have a baby that does not look like you. I feel like everybody thinks it's such a great thing for your baby to be whiter or to be closer in proximity to whiteness. Everybody thinks that's so great until they're mistaken for the fucking nanny. And then it's an issue and a problem. Miss me with it. Her baby's adorable. She looks like a very caring and attentive mother, even though she has enough money to have help. So good for her. I'm glad she does have help. You know, you can be sleep deprived, but don't nobody, you know, to me, need to be out here not having real help for a baby. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you have. I feel like people, you know, need help, whether that comes from family or somebody you pay. People need help with babies, especially new mothers. It's the assumption that just because you're brown, the biracial kids can exist. I went through that. I mean, but it's also, you know, we live in a racist country. Okay. Like that just, you know, kind of the way it goes sometimes. Even, yeah, like somebody saying I'm dark skinned and I have very light skinned daughters. Like it's possible, even if you do have a black husband, that somebody will assume that your kids aren't yours if your kids are lighter than you and you're brown, as if that's not how this works. Like it's called DNA. It's not paint. Okay. Like it's called genetics. It's not mixing colors. It's not Crayola, bitch. Okay. It comes out however it comes out, and it can come out any type of way. It could be a variant, it could be a mixture, it can be another ancestor, like it could be anything. Okay, you can literally come out anything. It's ridiculous, child. I can't take y'all with this. Hey, T Diane. Okay. What else is going on? What else is going on? Nothing else but twists and pepper, right? Okay, twists and pepper. This is stupid, but at the same time, I'm not going to completely dismiss Pepper because Twist, why are you so worried about Sam's ass? If you don't like Sam's ass being out, unfollow him. Unfollow him. You've decided that because you don't like him, you're going to troll him. I'm not sure if it's homophobic because I do feel like Sam is annoying all on his own, even without the gay factor. Like that doesn't even need to be added in. And he's just an annoying human being. Okay. He's just a very like usy ass type, sketch shake type person that I wouldn't necessarily trust. Okay. I didn't even know Sam had kids. Apparently Sam has kids that we have not seen. Sam has kids that he apparently does not take care of. But you're out here showing your ass in a thong and punching bags on Instagram and shit, on OnlyFans. If that's what you want to do with your life, that's your business. I don't have to follow somebody if I don't want to see their ass. If I follow you and you show your ass, it's because I want to see what your ass looks like. Okay? So I'm just going to say twist. I don't know if it's homophobic or not, sir. I don't know. But I also feel like you come from a generation of sugary ass rappers. So I'm going to need for you to have some couth about yourself. You can't be mad at Sam for having his ass out when y'all wear tight ass skinny jeans. Okay, when y'all wear dresses and tunics and shit, when y'all put on nail polish and shit, y'all do gay-ish shit too, depending on somebody else's standard. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with gender fluidity in the way you want to express yourself as far as I'm concerned. But what I am saying is you cannot turn around and judge the shit out of Sam for wearing a thong on his Instagram, be so bothered by it, yet you are always in jeans from the women's department, sagging, but from the women's department. Okay, and we've also seen you dressing real sugary, and there's nothing wrong with it. Okay. What do y'all want me to? And essentially, some of my vocabulary is old bitch vocabulary. I'm so sorry. Okay, if we're upset about the sugary reference, call it what you want, but you know what the fuck I mean. Okay. And what I am saying is, if you want to be all judgy of Sam, I'm gonna need for you not to be so close to Sam, as a reference point. Okay, because there are some rappers back in the day that will probably look at you like it's crazy. Like, what are you talking about? Okay, I'm just saying. Twist is just trolling Sam for giggles. Maybe. I hope so. But I'm going to just tell y'all that in real life, I don't care to troll anybody that much. I don't care about which. If I don't, y'all, when I tell y'all, oh, it's funny, I'll rag on somebody, I'll joke on somebody. But if y'all know that's not gonna last, I will block you before I argue with you for too long. I'm not about to keep going back and forth with no fucking body. You can call it trolling all you want to. To me, it's wasting time and energy on somebody that doesn't fucking matter and that I don't like. So that's pointless to me. So Twist can say whatever the hell he want to say, but the truth of the matter is, you care too much, unfollow the nigga, get over it. Wait for another opportunity, another situation where he really has done something in order for you to feel away. Because all this shit you talking about right now, talking about you a real gangster, boy, bye. A real gangster. Ain't you Justin Bieber's BFF, my nigga? You a real gangster? Okay, Twist. I like Twist. Don't get me wrong. But Twist sometimes comes off to me as just as perpetrating as anybody else on this motherfucker. Like, give me a break, son. Like, I know your life might have been hard. It might have been, okay? But for how long? Because your ass is young. Just give me a break, money. Give me a break, okay? Pepper, you don't need to have no conversations with Twist about however he feel about Sam. Sam is a grown-ass man. You do not need to defend him, especially about this bullshit that Twist got going on. Okay? The truth of the matter is you're bored. You have nothing else going on. Where's your man? You want to be on a reality show, bitch? Where is your man? Where are you writing the lyrics to new songs for you and Salt and Pepper? Bitch, give us something. If you are not going to give us anything, then please move on away from us with this. Okay? With this. Let's move on to Married to Medicine. Okay? We saw Quad and Anila kicking it together in tiger stripes, okay? And Anila thought she wore it better, but the truth of the matter is she was giving Tony the Tiger, Fred Flintstone, Bam Bam, okay? She was giving Cartoon Network, okay? Quad was giving Fashion Nova, but that doesn't matter, okay? All the girls love a good Fashion Nova print, okay? Contessa Toya and Simone meet up for lunch, and they discuss Anila not having Toya's back. Toya is so upset. And the fact that she's sitting up here bearing her soul to Contessa, I was like, oh, bitch, we friends now. We cool now. Oh, okay. I didn't realize it. Okay. I'm sorry, my notes. Anila tells Quad that Toya is constantly belittling her. And I think that Toya very much belittles people. She belittles her friends. She belittles her husband, which is why people don't like her. And which is why Eugene is like, usually probably maybe 2 good arguments in one day away from sitting in his car with the exhaust on and just hoping for the best. Because she stressed his son out. And I feel like that was so apparent this episode. Okay. So Toya is tired of trying to get along with the girls, trying to kick it with the girls, trying to make shit work with the girls when she feels like all they do is tear each other down. I feel like she needs to include herself in on that. She's always bringing shit up like she's not a part of the problem. You talk about people unnecessarily as well. You have shit to say about people as well. So you don't pay bills as well. So, you're not a real friend to anybody on the show as far as I can tell as well. So I just kind of feel like everything she's mad about with other people is really the truth about herself. And maybe she needs to do some introspection. You know what I'm saying? Figure out what's going on inside her, in her mind, her spirit, and her psyche. Figure that shit out because her energy is negative as shit. And I don't know why anybody, would expect somebody to deal with this. She definitely is putting fingers in the butt and doing all kind of freaky shit to Eugene to keep him because I see no other reason for this man to not find him a woman that's at least nice to him. Jesus Christ. Okay. Simone is having a couples dinner so that everyone can have open dialogue, okay? Not so everyone can take things personal, but so they can discuss things in a marriage like infidelity, i.e. Contessa's issues, okay? Sounds messy. Sounds really, really messy. Anila and her family are celebrating Holy and her daughter's birthday all in the same loud-ass Married to Medicine party, which is a day to throw colored powder and forgive and forget, something we know these girls cannot do. They will throw paint, but they won't forgive. They won't forget. She invites all the girls and they all have questions about who gonna be there, if Toya is okay with it. And I'm just kind of like, bitch, ask me one more time if Toya is okay with something. I am not her child. You coming or no? Okay? Okay. That's how I would feel about it. And then we had Dr. Jackie talking to some professionals about coming out with a sunscreen line that doesn't leave a white cast on brown skin. Child, I understand. I use this light version of the CeraVe SPF 30, and it doesn't leave a white cast because the regular AM SPF 30 from CeraVe does leave a white cast. So, child, I know about that. There's also the Black Girl sunscreen line that I heard sells at Target. I'm going to have to try that as well. But either way, Dr. Jackie is coming out with her own line, and she has added something else to the list of things that she is doing. She has help, so hopefully her husband won't leave her. Let's go ahead and move on. Screenshots. Okay. So we got to get together at Simone's. Okay. I guess Dr. Jackie was busy. I'm not sure, but it was Contessa and Scott, Eugene and Toya, and then of course Simone and Cecil. It's exhausting. Cecil and Toya kind of gang up on Eugene and Simone because they're doctors and they don't listen because they think they know everything. I'm sure there's some truth to that. Eugene says that Toya thinks that she knows everything. Okay. Then Contessa and Scott get there, and Contessa is once again showing out in a tight ass dress. Okay, letting all you hoes know who's really going to the gym, who's really playing tennis a couple of times a day. Like, Contessa looks amazing, you guys. Like, that's no shade to nobody else. She just looks amazing. Toya talks about how, she tries not to argue in front of her kids, but she and Eugene kind of end up arguing in front of them. And Simone is like, that's a choice, honey. You have a choice in how you want to parent your kids and what you want to expose them to. So to act like you can't control your anger or you can't control your emotions enough to not expose them to you being unhinged, it to me seems like you're not mature, and you need to mature and you need to step your cookies up. And that's to anybody. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, yes, I do understand, the need to express yourself and handle disagreements in front of your kids in a healthy manner, but you don't need to be like degrading your husband in front of your kids like that. And I feel like she does that, and eventually that's going to become an issue for them. They're either going to be trash ass men to some girl because of what Toya was, to their daddy, or they're going to find women that emotionally abuse them. Just saying. It just kind of seems like the way these things go a lot of the time. Okay. So I want her to get that together, because that is a choice. And we don't have control over many things, but we definitely have control over what we expose our children to, especially when it's coming from us. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not in the world, but from us, from in our household. Yeah, we should have control over that. Then we get to Scott and Contessa, and how Scott will just walk out. I'm not about to sit up here and argue with you. I'm not gonna argue with you. You mad, okay? So Scott just gets up and walks out of the situation. Eugene says that Toya just says things to tear him down. When he said that shit, I was like, girl, please gather yourself. I know you think that's okay, and I know you feel like it's fine that you do that because that man is still there, but don't do that. Don't do that. Like, that shit is unreal to me that Toya thinks it's okay to tear Eugene down. Eugene don't even seem like the type of man that you should want to tear down like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you don't want to act like a mother, but you also don't want to look at a man that takes care of you and cares about you and does for you in such a way that you don't give a fuck about his emotions when you talk to him. That's ridiculous. Let me tell y'all something. I don't give a fuck what y'all think about me as far as how I come off on YouTube. This is my job. This is my career. This is me turning it on to entertain the people. And yes, this is my personality for the most part. But please understand that I will always handle the people that I love with care, because I know what my mouth do. I know what my mouth do. I am aware of who I am. So I'm not going to talk to my man in a way that demeans him. At least I try very, very hard not to. Unless he started it first. Okay? If he started it first, then we getting into it. Okay? But I also feel like, there's a difference. There's a difference between talking to somebody and degrading them and talking down on them and all of that shit. And that shit is not cool. Like, as a woman, I don't even feel, if you get that upset, tap out. Completely detach. Let it go. Because if not, that anger inside you affects you more than it affects him. Eventually, he gonna leave your ass and go be happy with somebody that is not as heavy, that is not as hating as you, okay? And you're gonna be all bitter and upset at yourself, at him, and at everybody that reminds you that you ruined your shit because you could not get your emotions together, okay? Take a deep breath. Go do something with yourself. But learn how to talk to that man before you lose him, y'all. I am not a fan of down talking your men and all of that. I'm just not, okay? So I don't care what y'all think. Just know I don't play with that nigga like that. Okay? Like, I get upset. I be real. I'm very matter of fact, but there's a difference between telling somebody the truth and tearing them down. And when he said that, that shit really hurt my feelings that he felt that way, that she tears him down. And then Contessa jumps on the bandwagon and says it's not just wives tearing husbands down, because husbands tear their wives down all the time too. She says he has told her that she doesn't do shit, which we know is not true. But she starts to cry and he tells her to relax, which was fucked up to me in that moment. I was like, Scott, how you gonna tell her to relax when she gets emotional? Don't tell me to fucking relax when I start crying. Nigga, what's wrong with you? That is not the right response. Like she said, how about you apologize for making me feel away? But that's because he's not sorry. Don't say anything, but don't tell me to relax when I start to cry. Like, that shit made me mad. It wasn't like she was getting angry or screaming. She got emotional, which is usually not something anybody can control. So you telling a woman that she needed to stop her tears because you can't deal with her feelings? That shit is selfish. Scott needs to get that together. I definitely picked up on that. Okay. Contessa says they're at a point where it's just not even healthy for them anymore, the way they argue. Simone takes this time to ask everyone to make a toast to move into the next phase. Okay. So, they clock how Simone says that Contessa knows that there is an issue. Scott is acting like he does not know that there is an issue. And their marriage is going to unravel soon. That's what Simone said, okay? And Toya says that they are in a circle of confidence. So whatever happens here stays here, you know, except for the cameras. It made me feel like Toya was trying to get some of Scott and Contessa's tea from them. Scott agrees for the sake of, you know, leaving there with something constructive, that he will stop running out on arguments and he will try to be sweeter to Contessa. And Contessa says that she'll stop bringing up him going to therapy since she realizes he doesn't want to do it. I felt like that was passive aggressive. I know you don't want to do this thing that we really should do so our marriage won't go downhill. So I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to stop talking to you about it. I'm going to stop complaining about it. And when our marriage goes to shit, then it won't be my fault because you were the one that didn't want to go to therapy. And I decided to let it go because I didn't want to keep arguing with you. Contessa is very smart. And that was a very passive aggressive, backhanded thing to tell him. Just saying. Okay? They like to put band-aids on shit. All right? Toya, stop ignoring Eugene's feelings, bitch, before that man leave you. Hey, Crystal. He said, thank you for the super chat. You just spoke to my soul. I just had to apologize to my husband. I can't lose him to these summer bits. You better know. Okay, there are bitches out here that will baby talk the shit out of your man. What? You're amazing. I love you. I've never met a man like you. Oh my God. Okay, well, vocal fry and baby talk the piss out your man, okay? I feel you, girl. Do what you gotta do. So, y'all, it's Anila's party for her baby and for Holy. Everything was beautiful. The place settings were all different, and then they were different colors. The decorations, like, it was just beautiful. You know, she did a really good job. I am interested to know what the amount was on it. They should have just been, giving us calculations so we could have known what it was really hitting for. In the car on the way there, Contessa and Toya talk about how Toya has apologized to Anila 3 times, okay, for their disagreements. But she obviously still has an issue with Anila, which is like, why you keep apologizing if you still mad? Like, that's why people call you fake. That's why people can never get past the situation with you, Toya, because you have a conversation, you act like it's all good when it's really not. That's bullshit to me. I hate when people do that. Say you got a problem. Say you still upset. Say this one conversation ain't gonna fix it right now. Be honest about that shit, especially when it's a friendship. But don't allow me to get myself in a place with you where I feel like we're fine just to find out that you still holding on to shit. That's fucking childish, bruh. I don't care what nobody say. Jackie and Heavenly, and yes, I've had a friend do that to me, okay? Jackie and Heavenly show up like they planning on fighting somebody, but it's because ain't nobody about to get their good shit messed up. We throwing color, painted powder and all of that everywhere. So then they talk to Anila's mom, and the mom is, quirky old lady that's in everybody's business, and she's telling way too much of Anila's business, talking about when Anila was a virgin and all of this. I was just like, what the fuck are we talking about here? And then at some point, Anila cussed, and Jackie was, turns to her mom. It's like, you allow her to curse in front of you like that? I'd have been like, Jackie, I understand where you're coming from, love, but I'm a grown-ass woman, and this is my house. Like, I'm just saying, y'all, like, I understand that there are a lot of parents out there that don't like for their adult children to curse around them at all, but everybody don't live like that. There are some people that have actual real friendships with their parents, so they talk to them like they would talk to their friends, not in a disrespectful way. But when me and my mom talk, I talk to my mom like she my friend, because my mom is my friend. As my main Mabel Scrabble. If I'm calling my mama to tell her about something that's bothering me, or excuse me, or if we just talking, I'm talking to my mom like I'm talking to anybody else. Man, this is some bullshit, man. You should have seen this shit, man. Like, and that might not be everybody mama, but my mama allowing me to be myself when I talk to her instead of viewing everything as disrespect allows for me to open up and be real with her and rely on her in a way that I feel like is healthy for where we are as adults in our relationship. I am not her child. Okay, I might be her daughter, but I am not her child because I am not a child. Okay, so the relationship needs change. So when Jackie said that shit, That irked me because I was just kind of like, Jackie, that lady grown as fuck. What are you talking about? Then they start talking about how in Indian culture, you can't do shit if you on your period. You can't get married if you on your period. You can't go into the temple if you on your period. Because in everybody's, culture, men try to make it seem like it's so disgusting and nasty when women shed eggs from their womb because your weak ass sperm hadn't gotten them pregnant yet. Like I'm tired of culture, like things in culture representing negativity towards women in the natural processes of our body, as if something is wrong with the way women are. There's nothing wrong with having a period. I can't go to temple because I'm on my monthly. That sounds crazy to me. Okay, but you know what? Whatever. Okay, however y'all want to do in y'all culture, it's not mine, so do what you will. Okay. So at some point during the petting zoo, Heavenly and Lisa Nicole start going back and forth because Carrie and Lisa Nicole were acting like mean girls and talking about Heavenly's weight and how she was, hurting the donkey's knees and shit. It was disrespectful. Okay. So later on, when Heavenly starts to go back in and on Lisa Nicole, I was so confused as why she was so upset. You asked for this energy. Normally, we can rely on Heavenly to jump off the porch without prompting. For no reason whatsoever, Heavenly jumping off the porch. Okay? Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes it's shady as shit. A lot of the times it's both. A lot of the times we like why she had to do that, but it was still funny. Me most of the time. Okay? But the truth of the matter is that lady was enjoying her little horse ride, and here come these two bitches standing there talking about her weight. So when she got up there, she talked about her weight. And he talked about how she couldn't keep a man and how she needed to do something, okay, to keep that nigga since he always veering away from her, okay? But to me, I feel like Lisa Nicole invited this energy. Heavenly is not the type of person that you can throw shade at if you don't want the shade to be thrown back at you and hit you in the fucking face. Because that's what happens when you mess with somebody like Heavenly. Don't do it to yourself. Mind your business. Talk lower. Okay, make sure she can't hear you talking shit about her if you don't want to hear about it from her. That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Sorry, y'all, my dogs are doing something right now. Anila comes in, screams to the top of her lungs about how this is her kid's party. I'm like, you shouldn't have invited these bitches to your kid's party, okay? Quiet gets there just as Anila is losing her shit on everybody. Toya and Contessa get to the party 2 hours late. Anila keeps asking why they're so late to her party. And Toya was like, can you just be happy that we here, bitch? Damn. I was like, no, bitch, you need to apologize for showing up 2 hours later than people party. But at the same time, I wouldn't have really gave a fuck. I'd have been like, y'all late as shit. But all right, whatever. Like, I wouldn't have been that bothered. But that's just me. I don't throw parties giving a fuck about when other people get there. The party is for me. If you show up, great. If not, oh well. Like, I'm not worrying about you. Normally the people I care about are in the room. Okay. Me, that nigga. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. So Anila tries to bring the girls together. Did y'all see Quad running from everybody? Quad was like sprinting away from them hoes with that paint. But they got her eventually. Yeah, Anila tried to have a moment. The moment didn't work. They was like, let it go. Everybody had their bonnets on. They was like, let it go. Support the channel. Support the channel. That was Married to Medicine, y'all. The episode was okay. They ain't gave us nothing. This whole damn season that went by and they ain't give us not a goddamn thing as far as I'm concerned, okay? Let's move on. They don't deserve no more of my vocal box. All right, so y'all, Black Ink Crew, y'all. Black Ink Crew might have been one of the more entertaining shows that I'm reviewing on this list, even though it was a hot-ass mess. Thank you, Mai Tai, for the super chat. Carrie making comments about Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Jackie looking like the help wasn't cool. Yes. Yes, it was not cool. But see, that's why I don't like when y'all try to throw white women into these groups of Black women, because shit like this always happens. You know what I'm saying? They always make little comments like this that makes the Black viewership be like, I know that white bitch did not just say that shit, but she did to a Black lady who thought it was funny. They look like the help. Really? When you look like a Russian prostitute, but are we going to mention it every time you walk into the room? No. And you look like one of them Russian prostitutes that, you know, might have been married a few times and is now a divorcee. So y'all always getting shit done to yourself to make you look better, trying to get you your next man. You know, in white mom jeans and cougar puss. Put it away. Nobody wants it. I ain't ate nothing but a banana yet today. Y'all gotta let me eat these blueberries. So y'all, Black Ink Crew. Let me make the notes bigger, y'all. Hold up. Because I'm blind. So I gotta make the notes bigger after I do my voice recording on my iPad. Realize that works great. All right, y'all. Alex talks. Oh, wait, no. Okay. So, y'all, Zana and Tati were getting into it the last time we talked to them. To me, it seemed like Donna is fucking Tati so that Tati will give her preferential treatment, okay? Yeah, she may like fucking her and all of that, but she doing it so that when they get back to the shop, she can use that as a way to get her way with Tati as, you know, the little, you know, co-manager or whatever. And Tati ain't on that. So Donna and Alex with his dumb ass, like, y'all, I didn't realize it until y'all said it, but Alex is really simple. It's amazing that he's made it thus far. He's hella simple. And he allows Donna to play him like a duck, which is so funny, you know, when you think about him giving advice to Rock this episode. We gonna get to it, okay? But yes, they going back and forth about this booth. And at some point they let it go. Donna says, all right, I'm gonna let it go, and she lets it go. I love how they made it seem like they was gonna fight at the end of the last episode, and then we get to this episode, it's like, all right, bitch, well, fuck you, all right, then, it's over. You know, it's over, we done, we ain't fighting no more. I was just kind of like, oh, anticlimactic ass fight, bitch, whatever. You can tell y'all always just be doing this shit for the show. Then they got the people that work in the Atlanta shop that's been there. This new guy, I didn't catch his name, but he going back and forth with Spider and Rock and Alex, this new guy over here at the end. And it was all fun and games, and we was ribbing each other and having a good time and shit. And then he said some shit to Crystal about how she need to leave Son alone and come get her with a real man right in front of Rock's face. Right in front of his face. His face was right here. The nigga said it right there. Okay? And everybody feels like, including Christina, Crystal, whatever the whole name is, she feel like he should have just hit that nigga off rip. Bow! Like he just dropped that nigga right there in the middle of the shop when he said that shit. Oh, his name is Daddy Ink. I'm not gonna call him that. It's gonna be this Atlanta nigga. That's his name. This Atlanta nigga. Until I figure out his government name. Anybody about to be calling you no Daddy Ink. No Daddy Ink. Nigga, you ain't my daddy. I ain't calling you no daddy. Whatever. Okay? But Crystal is a hothead. Crystal is the type of bitch that will get you in jail or dead because she always got to prove a point and prove she all machismo and shit. You got titties and a vagina. Sit your stupid ass down somewhere and stop bucking with these niggas like you about to fight them. I understand the energy, bitch. I understand because I don't like, when I was younger, y'all, I used to get so buck with dudes. But the truth of the matter is, I don't think I can whip your ass. I think you can get shot about it, but I don't think I can whip your ass. I'm a woman. I'm a woman. I know I'm a woman, and I'm not about to try to fight no man, and I'm not about to get all big and all of that. Like, I can fight you, but you also not about to tell me how to talk, and you're not about to tell me what to say. So I'll talk my shit, but I'll talk my shit from right here, and I'll keep talking my shit. And as long as you stay over there, then we fine. But I ain't about to get all big and in the chest and then roll up on you like I'm gonna do something. And Crystal does a lot of aggressive acting energy when she gets into it with other men, and then she want this little nigga to jump in and, you know, do all this extra shit because that's what she on in the moment. Nah, you wildin'. And the funny part about it is Rock did jump off. Rock got in dude's face immediately, and then Tati broke that shit up. So I was supposed to get into a fight at my place of business with this old dumbass nigga because he said you need to get with him. All I had to do was tell son, nah, nigga, you tripping. She ain't getting with your fat ass, whatever. Rock don't know how to rib. That's what this is about, okay? Probably because he's from up north somewhere. I don't know if y'all know how to rib as good as Southern people. Southern people rib the fuck out of you. Rib the fuck out of you about positive things. I'd have ribbed the shit out of that fat ass nigga. I'd have been like, nigga, your t-shirt too tight. Why you talking to me? Why don't you go figure that out first, okay? Like, what you covering up, nigga? What you covering up right here? Why don't you get that Hemsley together before you come talk to me, nigga? Like, especially because he got all this hair. Like, what you hating on me? Like, you could be bigger than me, but I bet you I'll knock you over the fucking head with the size of my dick. Like, get out of my face. I done ripped the shit out of that nigga. I done said all kind of shit to that nigga. Like, what? I done talked about that nigga mama and everybody else. It ain't got to get physical, but I done ribbed the shit out that nigga. You not about to rib me like that, but it's okay. I understand. Rock don't come from that type of situation. Rock didn't have to deal with people like that because Rock was out here scratching and surviving good times, homeless with his little brother. You don't know how to rib when you got to be out here trying to figure out what you gonna eat and shit. So it's okay. Okay. But I don't like the way Crystal basically broke up with Son after that. Like, he didn't speak up for her. He did speak up for you, bitch. But you wanted him to get physical when he didn't have to. He did not have to. Like, she problematic as fuck. I wouldn't even want to be with her if I was him. You need to find you a girl that's really about elevation. That's really about that shit. Because he brought it up later on when this nigga in his bonnet, wanted to come and tell Rock how he's always on go because niggas are always trying to get his girl. So he always ready to be on go. And Rock was like, I don't want to be like you, Alex. Donna, like, bitched you up on the plane. Like, that was disrespectful as shit. I don't want to be with no woman like that. Okay. And that's the same type of woman that Crystal is. And that's why I thought it was so funny that Donna was wondering how long Crystal was going to wait before she broke Rock's heart. Because it's like, bitch, you the same type of person that she is. In all honesty, you know what I'm saying? Y'all selfish, alpha self thought pockets. But you really, be looking for love and shit. And you had a daddy around that you love. So I think that that's the reason why Donna can hold on to a man, especially somebody like Alex, a little bit more. But Crystal is out here, like, to me, I feel like free flowing by herself. Don't know how to be in a relationship. Ain't never seen it probably. Okay. But expect this. I want to feel protected, bitch. No, you want somebody to be out here jigging niggas in the neck for you. That's what you want. And you crazy. You crazy, and you should be thinking about his safety and not always putting him in situations because there's always a crazier nigga. There's always somebody out here that has absolutely nothing to lose in comparison to your dude who works at a tattoo shop and is trying to get his money the legit way. You want to get with somebody that's about that rah-rah shit? Stop playing pussy and get you a street nigga, get you a drug dealer, get you somebody that's going to be about that crazy shit with you so y'all can both end up on snapped or in jail or dead or something. Do that. But don't get with somebody who energy don't work like that and then beat up on them for not making bad decisions because you want them to. That shit made me mad. And this dumbass nigga Alex, don't listen to him neither. I'm glad Rock was like, yeah, I don't want to listen to you because I saw the way Donna talked to you on the plane and I ain't like that shit. So I don't want nobody talking to me like that. So I'm not about to listen to you. Okay. You got all of that rah-rah out in the streets with these niggas. You need to have some commanding energy about your bitch because she disrespects the shit out of you in front of people. And to me, that's the type of energy that'll get a nigga playing with you out there. If they see her talking to you crazy like that, they gonna try you too. So I'm not here for the ignorant shit. Be with somebody that respects you and respects themselves enough to not be out here trying to rah-rah with no dude so they man could be out here doing the most for no reason. Like, no, bitch. No, grow up. Okay. Anyway, Puma, he got the family all down here. He letting Donna plan his birthday party. I don't know why he would do that. He said her CBD dinners were good. So that's why he wanted to go ahead and give her that opportunity. Great. Great. What else is going on? Oh, so C's went and met with his lawyer. Really, he had a little FaceTime with his lawyer. I don't think I got a picture of it. But either way, he talked to the lawyer and the lawyer told him not to contact Cheyenne and Crystal. To me, that was bullshit. That's your daughter. That's your daughter. Don't y'all have some type of situation as far as, I guess, that whole child, the CPS case situation might be a problem. But my point still remains that you need to get that situation situated. To me, it sounded like you had your lawyer come on FaceTime while y'all were filming to say something that would make it okay for why you did not talk to your daughter all of that time before she got up online and went off on your ass. I feel like he's trying to make excuses for not being there. And it's to say, oh, my lawyer told me to stay away from my fucking kid. Like, nigga, you sound crazy. And I already see what you want. He comes back inside. Tati and Donna are fighting again because Donna wants to exert some type of power over Tati, and Tati isn't letting it happen. So they in there arguing and fighting and shit. And then she starts throwing fruit and apples and oranges and shit at Tati, which is ridiculous. She walks up on her, but nothing happens. Like, Donna, get a life, okay? Later on, C's goes and talks to Tati to see where her head at. Tati really wants to own her own black ink shop. And he says he's never met anybody as, ambitious as she is. So he really wants to make this happen for her, but he has to make sure that she's ready and in a place of maturity herself. He does tell her he sees the growth, which makes her feel better. But she has to stop fucking Donna. Stop fucking Donna. Now, the funny part about it is it ain't even really mixing business with pleasure if we talking about the shop, because Donna is not working at the shop. Okay? She's not working at the shop. You're not at two hours. You're not at the shop. There shouldn't even be a conflict of interest. But y'all on this show. Stop fucking Donna, Tati. Do us all that favor. Everybody's getting ready for Puma's birthday at the strip club. Donna has orchestrated this whole Slayer production. Okay. Name it after your nigga, and all he do is walk around looking stupid. Young Bae showed up. Y'all be all excited about Young Bae showing up as if she gives something. Like, okay. They go to the club. Donna wants to talk to Tati yet again about how she feels like, because she don't have no power at her house, she's trying to use that issue against Donna at the shop. And I was just kind of like, Donna, shut your ass up. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. You sound dumb. But I am going to say this. Donna did say this episode that Crystal was tripping, and that's how men end up dead or in jail fucking around with some hot-head ass woman. But I was like, girl, you talking about yourself. I was like, how you going to say that shit like you ain't her and she ain't you? Girl, y'all the same script, different past ass bitch. Get out of here with that shit. Y'all are crazy. Okay? Crazy. The stripper lit her pussy on fire. I wish I could have saw it. Crystal was throwing her ass at Rock, even though she said they was broken up. So, yeah, I don't know. The next day, Rock goes to talk to dude at the shop. Okay, get some clarity. I ain't got to fight you, nigga, but we can have a conversation. The dude looked like he was going to be on some bullshit, to be honest with you. But they ended up having a conversation, and the dude felt disrespected. Y'all come from New York with the cameras. People supposed to give a fuck. Where's the respect? So, gotta butter the nigga up and take him out to the club, make him feel special. Oh, bitch ass nigga. Like, y'all niggas are some bitches. I'm sorry. But you in here to get your check and go to fuck home. And you in here in your emotions and butthurt because these niggas came in and made you feel like they didn't give a fuck about you. Nigga, I don't know you. Like, you being on bullshit definitely not gonna make me want to be your friend. Nigga, what is you talking about? You in here mad because I ain't want to be your friend immediately? So you act like a bitch ass nigga and come in my girl on some bullshit? Like, my nigga, you pussy. I'm sorry. Let me stop. That's some bitch made shit. Let me get my tongue together. That's some bitch made shit. Get that away from me. Okay? Get that away from me. Thank y'all. Like the video. And then we're moving on to Suzette and C's. C's finally tells Suzette, after going to the club and everything, that he is having a hard time being around her and dealing with her right now. He feels like they need to take a break until he gets this situation fixed with his daughter. I feel like this scene was bullshit. I feel like C's was acting, and I feel like Suzette was acting too. I don't feel like they ever broke up. I don't feel like he really felt away. I feel like the whole time he felt like old girl and him probably were justified in how they acted because Cheyenne was disrespectful, and this is something that they needed to do for the show. She screams in his face, goes off about how much she has put into this relationship and how much she sacrificed. Say, bitch, you ain't sacrificed not a motherfucking thing. Don't get up on here and act like you did some shit that somebody asked you to do. And girl, you did what you wanted to do to be with this man. You waited until he got his teeth fixed and his money up to throw your pussy on the Instagram at him. So don't sit up here now and act like you done been through some trials and tribulations. That means this man is supposed to put you before his daughter. And the fact that he, to me, did that anyway. And you sitting up here screaming and howling about how he on bullshit because he's not willing to ignore what's going on with his daughter to be with you. Like, even though I don't think that's really what he's doing, the fact that she even said that shit, I was like, this is an ignorant ass bitch. And if you want to be with this ignorant ass bitch, you go ahead and you do that. It just makes me know that you always probably wanted to fuck Sky. It's just that Sky didn't have any ass. Moving along. VH1 couples therapy didn't give us much this episode. Okay? The men go in and talk while the women are getting this little poolside spa situation together where they're supposed to cater to their men and everything. Let me cater to you, cause spending essential take. Stupid ass. Michael Blackson talks about growing up here in the States, being made fun of for being dark skinned. He came here during the light skinned, nigga era. The DeBarges, Al B. Shore, what's your boy name? Shamar Moore. Okay, Shamar Moore was my one. Okay, my little light-skinned fiend was Shamar Moore, bitch. Okay, I used to love him. Okay, he was real soft. I love me a man that's soft around the eyes, and he's soft around the eyes. Omarion is soft around the eyes. Marvin Gaye, soft around the eyes. Okay, but anyway, so he talks to them about that, how that dark part of his past fuels his comedy. He makes jokes about it. And Michael says that he does want a family with Miss Ryder and he can see himself being this person for her. But the truth of the matter is it's bullshit. It's all bullshit because we know that they don't end up staying together. We know they just put it out there recently that they broke up. Recently, they broke up. So we know that they're not together. I don't know what happened with the baby, but I have questions. Okay? So like I said, the women have, plans to wait on these hand and foot. Miss Ryder specifically is waiting on Michael's nasty looking feet, child. It was terrible. And then they have a conversation. And do y'all know what we found out about Miss Ryder? You on this show with this man, you pregnant for him, and he has not even met your other children. Miss Ryder, I know you think that's the way, but to me, I have to wonder, how often are you with your children? How often are you with your children if they have never met this man who you are now pregnant for? Talk to me and let me know. I don't understand, y'all. I don't understand how that happens. Is it just me that feels like that's weird? That you would be with this man on this show, been with him all this time, and they've never met him? Your children have never met you take it so seriously, but you'll get pregnant by him? Like, open womb to a nigga and you don't trust him enough to meet your kids? That doesn't make any sense, y'all. I swear to God. Then you got Mendices over here, can't close his eyes and let Yandy feed him food because he's been in prison. Yandy is not going to ass fuck you, Mendices. Take a deep breath and calm down. Shit. I'm sorry, y'all, but he be killing me. Yes, I do have a PayPal, love. Saki, help him out. Please and thank you. It should be in the chat somewhere. And as far as Delicious and her old man, they always talking about the same thing. And she asked him, does he regret them being together? He says no. He just says she needs to have more patience with him. Later on, they talk about how ever since her daughter's father went to jail when her baby was like 2 years old, she's had to be like the main parent. And that's not what she wants to do. She wants to find a partner and a man so that she can relax into being a woman and not having to lead any longer. And y'all, I feel like we're talking about this across all of the shows about how, women are constantly talking about wanting a man that leads, a man that leads, a man that leads. And I feel like you need to figure out the areas you want him to lead in and then take some for yourself and stop acting like you want a man to just come in and tell you what to do, when to do it, and how to do it all day, every day, because you bitches know you don't really want that. But I do understand what she means as far as you want somebody who sexually, when they want you or when they do something, it comes from within them and not from prompting from you. I understood what she meant by that. And that's something that they need to work on. But he's always talking about just getting out of jail as if it just was yesterday and it was like 20 years ago, 17 years ago, something like, it was a good like 20. He got out in 2003 and it's 2021. So 17, 18 years ago. That's almost 20 years ago, sir. You haven't learned how to pay bills and do all of this other shit in 20 years.
when most people have to learn how to do that type of shit between high school and their mid-20s when they be out on their own for the most part. So most people don't even have 20 years to get this shit together. So I'm just trying to understand, you know, what exactly are we talking about here? What is the real issue? I often feel like when Delicious and him are talking, they're talking around what the real issue is and not really speaking honestly on it. Why are Kirk and Rashida there if they're not going to discuss anything? Questions. Ray J and Prinky. She does his nails and they basically have a weird ass conversation. Ray J does not like to have any conversation whatsoever when she is honest with him about their relationship. He doesn't understand that they can have a nice conversation about their issues without it being an argument. So whenever she's bringing up how she's feeling or what she wants to know about him, he gets all upset and like wants to have an attitude or doesn't want to actually engage. It's annoying. It's tiring. She got bags under her eyes right now because she can't have a fucking conversation with her husband who she has 2 children with. Yet you sitting up here talking about how you miss y'all, you know, relationship. Thank you so much for the PayPal. I appreciate you, love. You know, she's sitting up there talking about how you miss y'all relationship when y'all first got together. And it's like, Prinky, we were there for the beginning of y'all relationship. You mean when he was still fucking around with TT for a little while? Or when he kept leaving you and going to strip clubs and getting fucked up and you couldn't find him? Or when y'all went to New Orleans and he let you take a case for him and left you to deal with that while he was somewhere with some bitches and all of that? Girl, what are you talking about? Y'all relationship has never been great. I don't know what Prinky and Ray J are on. So in this episode, when they're trying to have this moment where they're talking and eventually they have this come to Jesus moment that makes it seem as if they're gonna have a good time and fuck, it's bullshit to me. Their relationship is bullshit. It's a business relationship at this point. Ray J has a girlfriend somewhere that he really likes. It's not Princess. Princess is just the person he thought that would look beautifully, you know, impregnated by his seed. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much, Margaret Blake, for the PayPal. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for the birthday money. I love y'all. Thank you. When she asked him if he's been messing around with anybody, he was like, you know, I mess with some bitches. You know, I went to the strip club and I fucked a few bitches. And then he want to ask her about her situation, you know, about the lingerie that was in the bag, because I had saw the lingerie that was in the bag. And she was like, I always wear lingerie. And she said that she started to like wear lingerie and take sexy pictures of herself because it makes her feel good about herself. I don't follow Prinky, but I'm more than sure that if Prinky is posting a lot of that shit, it's so that she can remain popping on her social media and making money on her social media. But I honestly feel like Prinky probably is fucking somebody else. I hope so. I hope so. It makes no sense for you to be living with this man and he gets to do whatever the fuck he wants to do. Y'all not having sex. You miserable. And he's the only one that's getting outside pleasuring. Fuck out of here. Get out of my facial with this. Okay. Yandy brings in a tantric specialist. Y'all, I would love to like go to a sex therapist or a tantric specialist specifically because I want to learn about tantric sex. This lady said there were 14 types of orgasms that women can have. I said, bitch, I've only experienced 3. I need to understand about these other 11. Okay. It's the clitoris, it's vaginal, and it's both at the same time. Okay. All this other shit, I'm at a loss. Okay. So I need to go read a book, apparently. But either way, she also talked about men who can have orgasm without ejaculating. I was like, oh, wow, that's a magic trick. And then she puts everybody in position to, you know, like get all close and kind of get in hunching position, which, you know, I was here for, looking at, you know, in each other's eyes and have a moment to reconnect. Okay. And when she put Ray J and Prinky in position, Ray J was having a hard time looking at Princess because he doesn't like to look at her. She says they only have sex the same way every time, and that's from the back. I was just like, that's terrible. That's terrible. But then he agrees that he'll try to make eye contact. If she give him some, he'll make eye contact. I said, I hate this. He was just looking at her like this for the rest of the episode, like this, like a nasty old man. I was like, you old nasty ass nigga. Anyway, so Delicious and Raymond seemed to be the really, you know, the ones that ended up having a good time that night. I don't know what the shit they was doing in the scene. When they were all on the floor, Delicious and him was like talking to each other, and I wasn't exactly sure what they were saying, but I was uncomfortable. And that went on for a while, and then they went ahead back to their room, and he was like, you know, I did that. I was like, oh yeah, you are. I was stupid ass. Anyway, thank you, Asada, for the super chat. Ray J has been disrespectful to Princess for a long time, and also has been cheating on her over and over, and she cries about it, and then she takes him back again. She doesn't value herself or worth, which is incredible to me. Tweety Bird looking bitch, okay? Got the Lori Harvey blueprint face. And, you know, half Blasian. What all you niggas want out there in LA. Y'all love y'all to have black, half Asian, bitch. Y'all sure do. And that's, you know, that's up to you. You know, that's your business. I don't give a fuck. Shit, I like the way I look. Full African-American, bitch. 2 black parents. Suck my dick. Okay? So they can want what they want. But I'm just saying, I know a lot of y'all niggas like that. You know, like the Quavos and all of that. Karuchi. Sweetie. Y'all know what I'm talking about. There's a type. Okay? This is a type. The little model girl that look like Nicki Minaj. There's a type. Prinky is a type. And he still don't want to fuck her. So yeah. Just goes to show these niggas ain't shit. And it don't matter who they with. You ain't about to get treated any better just because you get implanted with child support checks. Good for you. Get your child support check, Frank. Get all you can out of him. You should have did better with your son, Miss Sonia, if you ain't want him to get tricked out by the Prinkies of the world. You should have done better with him, you know? Taught him better. Not let him get away with so much. Just saying. My opinion. You ain't got to listen to me. It's too late anyway. Niggas here. Grown. Annoying as fuck. Disrespectful as fuck. 2 kids. Dysfunctional home. Teaching them children how not to be married. I love y'all. Come back for Pose and run the world.